This is the second Sunday of Easter. It is also known as Divine Mercy Sunday. We'll talk more about that later. It's also our 51st episode of Reading Between the Lines. And we're going to make a few changes in this second year of this YouTube show experience thing, whatever this is. The biggest thing we're going to do is where we read the readings, where we read through all the readings before. We're gonna try not doing that this time, and instead, me and whoever I'm interviewing will have already read them, and we'll really just be talking about what they mean to us, but more importantly, what they're inviting us to do today in our lives, today action-wise, right? Hopefully, that'll take it from a more of an understanding place to an action-oriented place, and still get at the heart of what the readings mean to us in our lives today. So that's going to be this new year of Reading Between the Lines. Nathan, youth coordinator here at St. Raphael, and I'm excited because it's Easter. It's the second week of Easter, and this season is awesome. Let's get straight into the readings. What do they mean, and what can we do with them? In the gospel this weekend, we see that the apostles are scared. Jesus just died on the cross. He was just killed, and they're afraid that they're next. So they're hiding in this room. They're afraid. They're not sure what to do. Jesus comes to them and fills them with peace and comfort and joy, right? And this is always what Jesus does. Jesus always fills us with peace, comfort, and joy, even when things are scary, even when life is really hard, and maybe even especially when life is really hard. So that's one thing to take away from the gospel reading. The other thing is that joy doesn't stop with just the emotion or feeling of joy. It translates into action. In the first reading, in the book of Acts, we see that the apostles are living a very specific kind of life. They're living a life that involves sharing everything that they have, not worrying, not being preoccupied over what belongs to them and not someone else, how much they have, how little someone else has. They're making sure that they share everything, especially when people need it. If you need something, here you go, it's yours. And what they're preoccupied with is the relationship to God, the relationship with Jesus, and that's informing everything that they're doing. That's what gives them the ability to not share because it's the right thing to do, but share because they truly want to. They want to share what they have. They want everybody in the community to be okay, to be good, to be well. And maybe this is a big call to action for us. Like I mentioned, what can we do with these readings? I think the readings are inviting us to move from any kind of fear that we're feeling to joy, to love, to compassion, and for that within us to lead us to giving all that we have, not just our material possessions, but all that we have to other people. Not just letting our faith stay on the altar, stay at Mass, but bringing it to the world, sharing Jesus with others. And then we go to the second reading for 1 John, and it reminds us that we're children of God. And as children of God, that relationship with God that He's inviting us all to have with Him leads us to action. It leads us to following His commandments. Again, not because we're obliged to do it, not because we need to do it, not because we're afraid of going to hell if we don't do it, but because a relationship with someone, the more that you cultivate that, the more you want to be there for them in good ways, right? And the more that we cultivate a relationship with God and respond to the love that God has for us, the more that we'll want to do things that are healthy for that relationship, for ourselves, and for other people. So all of the readings this weekend on Divine Mercy Sunday are telling us to be in right relationship, inviting us to be in right relationship with God and with others. So the question I'm going to pose today is, what's holding you back from that relationship? What's holding you back from sharing everything you have, material possessions, but also your faith, your words, your actions? What's holding us back from sharing all of that with the world, from sharing Jesus with the world? Is there something that we're afraid of, or that we're afraid of letting go of? Whatever it might be, I pray that this week and this whole season of Easter, this season of new life and new life in Christ, I pray that we can move on from that fear to joy, just like the apostles, and that joy leads us to give everything that we have back to God and to others. God bless you. Take care, and see you next time.
We hope you like this video. Please click subscribe and ring the bell to be notified every time we post something new for you. God bless.